Hello, this is Jason.net from Y Cylinder. Today we will be speaking with Jeremias Kangas from localbitcoins.com. He is internet entrepreneur from Finland, from Helsinki. Hello, how are you today?
Hello, fine, thanks.
What is Local Bitcoins?
It's like a global local marketplace. Basically, we are trying to build a platform where everyone can start being a Bitcoin exchange easily. So if you want to start a Bitcoin exchange in your local country or in a small village or anywhere, you can just start it using our service, and we offer you the tools which make it easy for you to start your exchange.
Yeah, it's really simple. You register and you can add your selling or buying proposal.
Yeah. So you can either sell or buy, or you can do both and make profit using the exchange rate.
I like that my offer is tracking current market price of Bitcoin.
Yeah, you can do any kind of pricing you want, because like with the equations, it's good to do some kind of strategy where you won't be losing much money if you sell or buy. So I think the equation feature is pretty good for the traders.
Which kind of technology is behind localbitcoins.com?
We are using the Django web framework and Python, so it's kind of standard technology for web applications.
Yeah, for me it's important that you didn't code everything, and that the design what I see is Twitter Bootstrap.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it. I like that size with using Twitter Bootstrap. It's a nice message to me. We are not losing time with design. We are focusing on a functioning product.
Yeah, and I think in this kind of application, it's important. The functionality is the most thing. I don't think that the user interface is important as well, but not that important. It's most important that things are working well and in predictable way. So there are not too much bugs, and the security is good, and this kind of stuff is important. Looks like candy.
How many people is behind localbitcoins.com? It is a one-man show, or you have any partners?
Well, mostly it's me working on it, but I have a couple of my brother has been involved pretty heavily, and after a couple of months he's starting to work on it full time, like me. Now he is working at university doing his thesis. And then my girlfriend has done the graphic design, the logo, and then I have a couple of other guys, freelancers, doing small tasks like programming jobs. So that, like, I think there has been 5 people working on localbitcoins.com.
Mm-hmm. How old is that project?
I think now it's 7 months. I'm not sure. I think it's May. We started it in May.
How many daily visitors do you have?
I just went to Google Analytics, and it says unique visitors this month is 45,000.
You use Google Maps as a map framework. What about the OpenStreetMaps?
Well, we could integrate it later on, but currently I think that the map feature isn't that important this kind of business, because you just want the traders closer to you. So I think List is better tool for that. But maybe later we will use OpenStreetMap, because it's getting very good, and it's actually a really good service.
And I like the philosophy that OpenStreetMaps are made by everybody. There is no internet monopoly behind them.
Yeah.
How did you find that the Bitcoin exists? Do you remember it?
Yeah, I actually remember it very well. I read from it from Hacker News. That's my favorite news source. Nowadays, actually, it's the Bitcoin subreddit is my favorite place to look for news. But before that, I was looking at Hacker News every day. And that was December 2010.
Mm-hmm.
Then that I heard first about Bitcoin, and I just went to India for 1 month, and after that I slowly Bitcoin ingested my mind, and I started doing Bitcoin projects, some Bitcoin related programming for hobby at first, and then I started that I have some kind of Bitcoin startup because I'm obsessed with it. So.
Obsession, that's the proper word, yes. This is your first project, localbitcoins.com?
It's the second. Before that, I created easywallet.org, which is like a clone of InstaWallet.
What's the status of this project?
It's more like a maintaining, because I think local Bitcoins is much more useful for the Bitcoin community. More like I wanted to create some kind of service on Bitcoin, and then I created easywallet to start more like just to experiment with the technology.
Till you find Bitcoins, what was your project? What you was working on? Is still something on?
Before Bitcoin?
Yes.
I was doing some iPhone and Android development, and then I was running one of these, and I'm still running these things, like this Finnish car-related website. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I'm not working on this anymore. Like my focus is now 100% on Bitcoin, so they are kind of in maintenance. I try to support them and keep them up, but it's getting harder. So.
Yeah, you have just 24 hours per day. Are you a Bitcoin miner?
Never mind Bitcoin. it's not my thing, you know. I like programming more, so I'm trying to innovate on that area.
What school do you study?
If you mean education, as a programmer, mostly self-educated, but I have gone to some schools as well. I went to Helsinki University of Technology, degree. I'm Master of Science, but I have never used that degree because I have been self-employed after I graduated. So nobody asks for my degrees. I think degrees are not that important. Yeah, maybe later I would like to do PhD, like just for fun or something like that.
Which languages do you speak?
I speak English, Finnish, and little German. I hope that I will learn more German, and then little Swedish.
And what kind of programming languages do you speak?
Python is currently my favorite, but I have done some Ruby on Rails. I was 3 years actually. I was doing C# and .NET programming, like Microsoft on Microsoft platform. So when I started, I was doing websites with Perl, and then I did with PHP. But nowadays I don't do PHP anymore. At least not that much.
Your experiences, what's the difference between doing a project for Finland and doing some global project?
Well, it's very different. I think it's like, of course, Finland is so small country that it doesn't simply make sense to do some kind of project. In Finland, we were building this car related website.
It's online. It's car online store or what?
Yeah, like rims and tires. So it's very small niche. I put the link there. And the thing is, it's so small market that it doesn't make much sense to do something so specialized in Finland. The good strategy is to go do something really, really specialized but global.
I think we are done. Do you wanna say anything? Your agenda? You have any agenda you wanna say to the world?
Well, not at the moment. Like just let's build something, useful tools for the Bitcoin economy, and let's hope like it gets more established and professional.
So thank you for your time.
Thanks too. Bye bye.